How many days would you have to rent an e-bike to make up for the cost of just buying one? I'm headed to the bike shop to find that out. I've come to rent a bike. So for 2 hours, it's $60.
Yeah.
And that's for every model. And then the day is $95. Can I look at the models that you have?
So currently the models that I'm renting are going to be from this guy back to this guy.
I was looking for a fat bike, but I might come back and snag that, all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm finding out some stuff. Pedego only offers those step-through commuter bikes. I was trying to find one that matches the fat bike that I have. So I came out to my car, dialed about 8 shops, and nobody rents out electric fat bikes. I'm gonna go back into Pedego and rent one of their commuters and then go for a ride.
4:30-ish? Okay, I'll probably be back before then, but.
Yeah, like I said, most people only go out for a couple hours, but you know.
I do like a 5 to 6 hour ride, it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's for me.
So I said most people. Yeah,
Just
most
joking.
people.
See you, man.
One of the first disadvantages of renting a bike is you are very limited on what's available. I rented this one for 3 hours and the total cost was $96. Okay, so then you take 96, you times 4, because 4 times a month, and that's like $386. You take that, you times it by 12 for 12 months, and if I can remember correctly, that's over $4,300 per year to rent that bike at least 4 times a month. Now, that is only $2,000. If you rented this 2 times per month, that is $192. If you times that by 12, that is still $300 more than the Snap Cycle. That's $2,300 to rent, $2,000 to buy. I guess it really depends on how much you ride a bike. I think most people, they're gonna be riding more than 2 times a month. So if you're wondering if it's more affordable to rent bikes rather than buy, I would say definitely buy. So I asked them about the price because they do sell their renter bikes. They're selling this for $1,700. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this thing is super banged up. Scratches all through here. It's dirty. I see scratches and dings, like all through here is kind of jacked up. The tires are just absolutely hideous. Let's just agree on that. It looks like it had a couple tumbles because there's scratches up here. You'd only get that if the bike fell over. Brand new, this is $3,000. But yeah, $1,700 for this, which is $300 less than a brand new bike. I don't know what Pedego was thinking, but okay. But let me know if there's rental shops in your area because I want to know what the prices are where you guys live and if there are more affordable options than here in Utah. Now I want to talk about the differences. Let's see what you get compared to the Snap Cycle. Let me go from front to rear. Pedego has road grade tires and some rims that are less than neat. I don't know, I don't like those. Again, this is a fat tire bike, so a big difference is the tires. Snap Cycle has 4-inch all-terrain tires. Those are Kenda. That's a good brand for tires. I do like that. Then your standard e-bike rim. One of the biggest differences is no suspension. So front fork is solid. You do have some seat post suspension and then underneath the saddle. You got a front fork with the Snap Cycle and you can lock out and adjust that. That's a standard feature with most fat bikes. There isn't any seat post suspension with the Snap Cycle and no saddle suspension either. On the Pedego, you have some pretty nice and comfortable grips. Then you got some Tektro disc brakes. Then you got your typical commuter handlebars. On the right side, you have a 7-speed Shimano shifter and then a half twist throttle. On the Snap Cycle, you've got a mountain bike style setup. You have wingtip grips and then a bunch of other stuff that Pedego doesn't have. The first one are turn signals. One of the biggest difference is the hydraulic brakes. You got the same type of shifter. The throttle on this is different. This is a thumb throttle, which I actually prefer the half twist, but it does have a kill switch. So hit that, you have no power. And then check out the built-in LCD screen. That is just cool. That's something I don't see in a lot of fat bikes. Typically, it's something that's like what the Pedego has. The Pedego's battery is behind the saddle, and they say you can get about 50 to 60 miles of range. Snap Cycle, the battery is built into the frame, got a range rating of 30 to 60 miles, and you also have a rack in the back. Max load of 25 kilograms, that's about 45, 50 pounds. I wanna show you how this glistens and changes in the sun, which looks pretty awesome. I like how they've done that. Up here in the top is the same. This is where they have the tail light and the turn signals, and it's on each side of the bike. Let's see how fast this is off the line and what the top speed is. Just use the throttle. So power comes on right away. It's actually, you know, it's not throwing you back, but it's not that bad. And it's stopping at 22 miles an hour. Now for the Snap Cycle. Here we go. Power comes on right away, and that is noticeably faster and more powerful than the Pedego. And that's 28 for a Snap Cycle. Okay, I just got done taking the Pedego for a spin, and the ride was actually pretty nice. The saddle with the seat post suspension, pretty cushy. The battery was rattling a little bit. Overall, a pretty nice ride. Okay, I just took the Snap Cycle for a quick spin, and ride and feel, it feels like any other fat bike in the $1,500 to $2,000 range. It's kind of hard to describe that feeling. The only thing I didn't like is there's a little bit of rattling, but I noticed as soon as I got off that this rack adjusts. There's 2 screws and then 2 slits. You can actually adjust and pull that back all the way forward, all the way back. I think that was the thing that was making noise. Other than that, it's actually a very quiet ride. I'm just standing here, not doing anything, and the bike is moving on me. It's pulsating. This has a torque sensor, and I'm wondering if just the pressure of my foot resting on it is setting it off, because when I get off, it's fine. When I get on, it starts doing that again. If you like this video, I got a couple more that I think you'll like. They are also fat bikes, so go check those out, and thanks for watching.